Well, writing a book's interesting. For me, it's, when you write a book, you don't want to be one of those guys that just comes out with another, biography about your life and baseball. And, I don't have that story about, I screwed up big time and figured it out type thing. I don't have that story, and I didn't want to write a book based on that. I wanted to write a book based on my thoughts, based on, I got a lot of stuff in my head, and I tend to talk a lot. So the only way to shut me up is just put it on paper. So I tend to, I wanted to get my thoughts out on paper. I wanted to kind of, get people to understand why I think the way I do, why I play baseball. Because for me, as a baseball player, if I were just to play baseball just to say I'm a baseball player, for one, I think it's a shallow thing to say, and I get bored with it. But there's a reason why I play the game. And I have 3 boys that I'm raising to be leaders, and I want them to understand what a baseball player should act like, what a baseball player should represent. And it's not just to play baseball, it's to be a leader in the community and to take care of those around you and serve the least of these,
Yeah, Jeremy, I read your blog, obviously I follow you on Twitter, and you really are one of the more conscientious and worldview pointing out professional athletes out there. Who is the biggest influence on your worldview?
I don't know. I just through baseball, and I've played with a lot of different guys. I've played with a lot of different good people, and I've met a lot of different people. And I think I use baseball as a platform to meet people off the field as well. And so, for me, there's a lot of people that influence my worldview through reading. I read a lot. I only have a high school education, so I tend to want to read more. And so anywhere from Martin Luther King to Abe Lincoln to to just Billy Graham to Timothy Keller, different guys that I enjoy reading and understanding what what the world looks like, and how to help other people. I don't want to be known as a baseball player that selfishly just thought about only myself. I want to be known as a guy that went out there and played the game really, really hard, and knew that there was other people out there that had dreams and didn't have the ability to dream, and I want to help create those dreams for kids. And I want to be able to look outside of the baseball field and say, you know what, it's not all about me. Because on the baseball field, it tends to be personal. It's ERA, it's batting average, it's home runs, it's strikeouts, it's world championships. But you got to put on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt when you leave. You got to get back out in the real world. And if I was all about me, man, I just felt like I would be embarrassed to have my sons look at me if that's how I acted. And so I try to write a book about those things.
It's officially a great answer.